Recording. Go for it.
All righty.
Anyways, hi everybody. Welcome to what day is today? The 17th. All right,
Yep.
April 17th, yes. And today we are doing blue how do you say it?
Selenite. Or did I say that right? Something like calcite. Why did I say selenite?
I don't know. I'm just learning about crystals now. Remember, I'm the one that does the healing, so I'm just learning about all this stuff. But
Oh, that's where it came from.
I'm actually really enjoying this because it's been very interesting. Like, it's funny because the other day I was like, where's my red jasper? Because I think I need it. So, I mean, I'm starting to understand like some of the stuff, so that's really good. So I appreciate your teachings and me having to do some homework so I can, do this beautiful scripts and understand some of the stuff myself. So thank you.
Of course, I love sharing what I know. It's like
Yeah.
I love learning from everybody else too. So,
Mhm. Loving it.
all righty. Okay, blue calcite. Guess we'll dive right in, huh?
Here we go.
All right. The name calcite is derived from the Latin word calix, or the Greek word calyx. So calcites are found on every continent in abundant masses and are fairly common, but blue calcite is only found in a few places on Earth. The majority of the specimens come from Mexico, but the deepest colored specimens are famously from South Africa. So yeah. It's a soft, opaque blue calcium carbonate mineral known for its calming pale blue color. It ranges from a pale milky blue to a steel blue, and it often features white, gray, or charcoal veins, giving it a calm and soothing appearance. Its hardness is rated on the Mohs scale as a 3, which means it's relatively soft. It's delicate and easily scratched. I mean, it feels like a rock, but if you have it up against the other rough stones or whatever, it's likely to chip and that kind of stuff. It's common and affordable, often available as natural rough or polished. Here's one of mine.
So pretty.
Slightly, I don't know, slightly rough. It's smooth, so it's sort of polished, but yeah, it's still kind of got a rough texture. And then this one is actually rough, so still has some formation on the bottom. And I don't know if that's what that is. It's also sparkly. Obviously, it has some quartz in it. I don't know if you can see the sparkles or not, but yeah. But that's, yeah, layered. No, I thought it looked like a piece of pie.
What are you wearing?
Oh, this is blue agate.
Oh, okay. I
Wow.
almost thought it was the same. Okay.
No, no. Okay. It's ancient history and usage. So it's one of the most, calcite as a whole is one of the most abundant minerals on Earth, but blue varieties have held specific cultural roles. So in ancient Egypt, they used the calcite to beautify the pharaohs' tombs and believed it could cleanse energy blockages. It was also ground into pigments for paints and dyes. In Greece and Rome, there were sculptures and jewelry often incorporated with blue calcite. It was also used as a limestone flux to remove impurities during metal smelting. Vikings, a specific variety of calcite known as Iceland spar. It was used as a sunstone to navigate ships by deploring sunlight even on a cloudy day. And also in ceremonial burial, some ancient cultures placed blue calcite on the chest of the deceased to assist in their transition into the afterlife. In lore and metaphysical beliefs, blue calcite is often referred to as a stone of tranquility. Its waxy luster is said to absorb and filter negative energy, returning it to the sender in a purified state. The peace type of stone, it's known as, it's frequently used to soothe frayed nerves and reduce anxiety, acting as a natural sedative for emotional trauma. It's also a communication conduit because its connection to the throat chakra is believed to help speakers articulate difficult thoughts with diplomacy and grace. And it's known for dream work. The lore suggests that keeping a piece near your bed can enhance dream recall and provide striking clarity to the subconscious mind. And in the Lemurian legend, specimens from Argentina are sometimes called Lemurian blue calcite. They're linked to the mythical lost civilization of Lemuria, believed to be highly spiritually advanced. When it comes to cleaning them, since it's delicate, the dry method is the most effective for preserving the finish of them. Moonlight, place your stone in a windowsill or outside during the full moon, provides gentle, energetic reset without the risk of fading from harsh sunlight. Sound, using singing bowls, bells, or tuning forks, because the vibrations are clear energy and without requiring physical contact with the stone surface. We use the smoke, smudging. You pass the stone and talk through the smoke of either sage or Palo Santo or incense for a quick and gentle cleanse. And then, of course, we have selenite plates that you can use if you have one of them by just placing your blue calcite on it, on a charging plate near. Or, of course, quartz cluster is also another way to safely recharge its energy overnight. Things we need to avoid with it, though, is water and salt. Prolonged soaking can cause the mineral to erode, lose its luster, or even crumble. Salt is particularly abrasive and can get trapped in the microscopic cracks. Direct sunlight is a no-no. Extended exposure to the UV rays can cause the vibrant blue hues to fade over time. And avoid acidic cleaners like vinegar or lemon juice. Since calcite is a carbonate, these acids will cause chemical reaction that fizzles and eats away at the stone. So definitely don't want to do any of those. And for physical cleaning, if your specimen is physically dusty, just use a soft, dry microfiber cloth or a feather duster. If it's significantly soiled, a slightly damp cloth can be used for a quick wipe, but you should definitely, pat it dry, prevent water spots or surface degradation. So,
Okay.
And before we get into the healing, of course, the information we're sharing is not a substitute for consulting a healthcare professional. It's all information brought up, including information related to medical and health conditions, products, treatments, is for informational purposes only. Please see your doctor or healthcare professional before starting any alternative treatments, diet, supplements, or exercise programs. So, some of the healing benefits of it is, it's a powerful stone when it comes to soothing and relaxing the emotional body, as well as the nervous system. It calms the emotions, offers mental and etheric protection. It is very powerful in protecting one's aura and offers a strong transmutational energies. When wearing or carrying the stone, it will act like a sponge. It absorbs all energy that's coming at you. It's known to filter out negative vibrations and transmute them back out into a highly positive energy. So it's not only filtering, it's also transmuting. So it's pretty powerful.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, me too. The stone is highly beneficial to those who suffer from anxiety and depression. Its blue, powerful rays will soothe and relax the nerves. It also calms the mind and allows the user to think about emotional issues or situations with a more level head. In working with blue calcite, it will help us open a stronger communication channel between your thoughts and your feelings. Another quality is its ability to stimulate one's creative energies. With its soothing and relaxing abilities, it allows the user to think with a clear mind. And the energy it holds allows our mind to wander in a way to veer off into a direction of conscious exploration, where we may connect with many natural and, brighter, brilliant ideas for new adventures. It has many hidden secrets, but one of its abilities is to enhance our dream life. It can make our dreams more clear and vivid, which help us understand the imagery that they hold. And with its ability to strengthen and unlock the throat chakra, it helps us to better express and communicate the insights that we receive. So some of the uses and properties is, soothing and emotional balance, expanded awareness, dream, enlightenment, inner peace, transformation of negative energy, communication, astral travel, emotional understanding, psychic abilities, and promotes restful sleep. The chakras, like I said, it was the throat chakra, but it also works with the third eye. And if I remember right, it also helps them work together too. The planets that work with it well is Mercury and Venus. The zodiac would be Cancer, and the elements are fire and wind.
Did you say for Cancer?
Yeah, it's the zodiac sign is Cancer.
Oh, for the zodiac. Oh,
yeah. The color's blue or light blue, and it works with the angelic number of 8, which is funny. The first thing this morning, I seen 88. I'm like, okay, message received. Decor you can use as a tumbled stones. They come in spheres, known to find them in decorative slabs for interiors due to its gentle blue tone. Due to it being a soothing, high vibrational stone focused on communication and emotional healing, it pairs best with other calming or amplifying crystals. For communication and expression, these stones that resonate with the throat chakra can be amplified with the blue calcite's ability to help you speak your truth with clarity. Turquoise is often used to sharpen communication and improve honest self-expression. Using it with lapis lazuli is a powerful combination for layering creative expression with calm delivery. And working with selenite, known to open the throat chakra and enhance word choice when used alongside the blue calcite. For calm and emotional healing, the goal is to reduce anxiety or recover from emotional trauma. The soft energy stones these would be ideal for it. Amethyst, one of the most popular pairings. They work together to deepen relaxation, enhance creativity, and protect against negative energy. Using it with rose quartz, a synergy that fosters self-love and compassion while healing past emotional wounds. And lepidolite, those stones are used for stress relief and emotional balance. I like lepidolite. That one's a nice one. That one's really good if you're really emotionally stressed and a whole lot, depression. And yeah, I don't know. It's a really good stone for a lot of that kind of thing. I know I've worked with that one before.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm. Spiritual insight. Connect with your intuition or spiritual guides. These are some more higher vibrational pairings. Celestite creates a bridge between the grounded communication and high vibration spiritual connection, perfect for bedside table to aid in dream recall. Angel light, it helps deepen the connection to the angelic realm and helps harmonize your energy field. And pairing it with clear quartz acts as a master amplifier, making the soothing properties of the calcite even more potent. And there's some intentional crystal sets. If you're looking for a set to work for specific goals. These work well. For mother stillness, the trio would include, here we go again with this. The trio would include rose quartz, blue calcite, and amethyst to help support with emotional balance. For relationships, the trio would be blue calcite, rose quartz, and green fluorite to foster open, honest dialogue. And for emotional healing, the must-have duo is rose quartz and blue calcite. An important pairing, since it is a very soft at a 3, avoid storing it directly against harder stones like clear quartz, because it's like, quartz is like a 7. Make sure you have like a cloth or barrier in between them if you have them together, as the harder stone will chip away and scratch the calcite. There was a new version found called Caribbean blue calcite. It was a combination of light blue calcite and aragonite. It was discovered in Pakistan in 2019. It's prized for a resemblance to ocean waters and white beaches. Its combination is a very light ocean blue calcite and a light brown and white aragonite. The stone's color immediately grasps the attention, in addition to the tiny crevices and nodules within its structure. Some of these can even have tiny little druzy coatings within them. The Caribbean blue calcite is one-time find, and they believe that it'll probably be mined to extinction within a few years. Since I guess they haven't found like a lot of it, and because it's, when a new stone like that's found, everybody wants one, so it's liable to disappear. And I don't know if it came up. It was the first I had heard about it. I believe I've seen it before, but I don't know if you can still get them or if they're probably a more expensive stone unless they found, another area to mine from. Things that doesn't pair well with blue calcite. It says generally it's considered a high vibrational stone that most people can work with, and there are specific energetic clashes to consider based on your goals and your zodiac signs' natural intensities. Okay, so basically energetic cancellation is mainly the thing that's going to cause issues with the two stones basically fighting each other rather than working together. Like you're simulating fire stones because it's a cooling sedative stone for relaxation. So combining it with highly energizing stones like, say, carnelian, citrine, or sunstone can create internal tension as one stone is trying to rev you up while the other is trying to slow you down.
Mm.
And then you have your high intensity grounding stones. So pairing it with a very heavy grounding stones like hematite or black tourmaline can sometimes dampen the airy psychic opening properties of the blue calcite. And some conflicting intentions, avoid pairing it with moldavite or malachite if your goal is immediate, rapid transformation, as blue calcite is a slow, soothing taste that may hinder the process. Also, some zodiac considerations. In astrology, blue calcite resonates most naturally with water signs like Cancer and Pisces. Signs that might find it less effective or challenging would be Aries and Leo, because they're fire signs. They thrive on action and confidence. The intense sedative effect of a blue calcite may feel too passive or even smothering to a natural drive if used too frequently. But then again, I would think if you're an Aries or a Leo and you maybe need to take a step back or rest, I would think that would probably help. But yeah, otherwise on a normal basis, it probably would be a clash. Capricorn is a sign focused on structure and material results. So they may find blue calcite's dreamy, airy energy too ungrounded for their practical daily tasks. Now, it did say, like I said earlier, moldavite, could be issues. I did find some conflicting issues with some of a few things, but It says combining your blue calcite with moldavite creates a powerful energetic balance, often used by practitioners to navigate intense personal transformation with emotional stability. The pairing is considered highly effective because the soothing, gentle vibrations of blue calcite can temper the notoriously rapid and sometimes overwhelming energy of moldavite. So it's basically what your end result is. And, you know, if you're just wanting a little bit slower, easier progress, it should be fine. But if you're wanting something immediately right now, then maybe once the two together. So like I said, I found information on that was a little conflicting. So it kind of depends, I think, what your goal is. If you want to use them together or not. Let's see. Synergistic effects. Transformation with ease. Moldavite is known for triggering major life shifts. Pairing it with blue calcite can help you progress these changes calmly, like I was saying, and reducing the emotional baggage and stress that often accompanies rapid growth. And enhanced communication. Both stones resonate with the throat chakra. Together, they can help you articulate deeper emotions and spiritual insights more clearly during transformative periods. It also helps with spiritual protection. The combination is favored for its protective qualities, creating a buffer that allows for a high-frequency spiritual work, like meditation or dream work, without feeling ungrounded or overstimulated. And it can give you intuitive clarity, while moldavite opens third eye to the higher frequencies. Blue calcite can help soothe the mind, making it easier to interpret the intuitive messages with mental clarity, which would probably be good. You know, some people, you know, you're not sure, especially in the beginning when you're working with stuff like that, and you know, you're not sure, are you really seeing what you're doing? You know, you kind of get all nervous, is this right or whatnot, ever, you overthink. So I would think it would help with that overthinking and just make it a little bit more calm and ease into it more. Practical tips for the pairing. Ease into it. Moldavite has an intense vibration that can cause tingling or a flush. Start by wearing them together for short periods. Set intentions. Practitioners suggest focusing on your intention for balanced evolution to get the most out of the specific duo. And for storage, note that blue calcite's for soft at a 3, moldavite's a 5.5. To store them carefully to prevent harder moldavite from scratching the calcite. So, and incorporating grounding stones with moldavite and blue calcite is a common practice to anchor the high vibrational energy and prevent from being spacey or overwhelmed, while moldavite pushes for transformation. Blue calcite soothes the emotional body for grounding. And the stones provide the necessary stability to integrate these changes into daily life. Some of these, let's see, top grounding crystals for this pairing would be the black tourmaline, which earlier they said, you know, be careful. So, you know, it's just like what your intention is. You work with it and see what you got. Black tourmaline, cited as the ultimate companion for moldavite. It acts as the energetic anchor, provides protective shield, and helps keep the user tethered to the earth, stabilizing energy while working with intense frequencies. Some people have a lot of problems working with moldavite. I have never have. It doesn't bother me one bit.
You never had what?
Never had no problems working with moldavite myself. I'm making me sore or do anything, not me, but maybe somebody that's more earthy, maybe, because considering I'm Pisces, you know, I'm water and all that, maybe that's, I don't know, but maybe.
I've heard some people talk about it, where they're like, well, that's going to change your whole life and blah, blah, blah. Yes, I don't know. Maybe it's the ones that have that earthy or that dark, you know, as a sun sign.
Right.
Right. Maybe that's the.
Right. Could be.
I don't know that issue.
No, I don't either. Smoky quartz is described as moldavite's best friend. It generally neutralizes negative vibrations and assists with stress relief without dampening the high vibe benefits of the other stones. And of course, hematite highly effective. It helps with creating the focus and balance, used to clear away the negative emotions and bring the user down to the earth. Black obsidian, for its ability to absorb and dispel the negative energies rapidly, making it ideal for energetic cleansing when paired with a transformative stone. And of course, shungite, a powerful purification stone that can inhibit the effects of the environmental stressors and also help release feelings of being drained or unfocused. And of course, how to use them together. You can take the tourmaline, the hematite in your pocket while wearing your moldavite and the blue calcite jewelry to maintain constant grounding connection. You can put them in a grid placement, like during meditation, place the grounding stone at your feet or the root chakra, while keeping the other stones near your heart or throat to keep a complete energetic circuit. And gradual introduction, if you're new to the combination, start with just the grounding stone and blue calcite first, then adding the moldavite once you feel stable and centered. And that was that for the most part. There wasn't as much history and lore with this stone. I wasn't finding as much information, but yeah, I thought I had a little bit more than that, but I guess not. But yeah, it's a very powerful stone, and like, you know, transmuting energies. That's I don't really know a whole lot of them that do that. I don't know. Selenite might, but I haven't really heard a whole lot about, you know, transmuting and stuff. So I found that really interesting on that one because I didn't know that.
Well, and I had thought that at first because I was looking at one of my crystals and I was like, is that what that is? And I was like, nope, that's not it. I didn't realize that selenite and the calcite, is that how you say it, were two different things.
Yeah. Yeah, selenite basically is salt.
Yeah, I got an education when I was looking into it. But I was like, oh, okay. So, like, yeah, that's pretty interesting. So, okay, well, I love that. See, I get a good education on all of this all the time. I just love it. Okay, so when I was trying to play this earlier, for some reason, I don't know, wasn't playing when I was trying to get her to listen. So we're gonna try this again. Uh, it wasn't playing every time. See, what it's supposed to do is when I share my screen, you're supposed to hear it. Right, but let's see what happens this time. But of course, you know, my it was interesting because this morning I got up and I like, even I had a dream last night even about this client. And they're like, you're not doing this session. And I'm, yes, I am. No, you're not. Yes, I am. So of course nothing wanted to work this morning. Okay. So we are going to do I don't you know, this is the second time this sound has came up today, and it is very annoying to me, but since it's came up twice, no, I can't. I just can't.
You want,
Um, at the 741, there's got to be an easier way to hear it.
did you unpin me or you pin?
Yeah, I'll try this one. This one's better. I can't do the tuning fork one for some reason right now. So hopefully just let me know if you can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it. Did you
Okay,
pin
good.
yourself?
Huh?
Did you pin yourself?
No. Why are you not letting me? Did it pin me now? It says I'm pinned. I don't know. Okay.
Gotta love technology, huh?
All right. So, everybody go ahead and get comfortable. Just letting everybody know that we are listening to a 741 hertz Santiago. And this will be the background music that we will be playing as we do this beautiful healing. And I just want to thank Skye for the beautiful education on the blue how do you say it again? Calcite?
Selenite. Oh, calcite. What?
Calcite.
Why
We'll
is
get there.
selenite on my brain?
We'll get there. Yeah, I just absolutely love learning about all this stuff. So, there's so many crystals that we get to learn about. And the one thing that I've really come to understand is I was gonna go buy one. And once I found out that the one that I had wasn't it, and then my spirit team said, "No, you're not. We're gonna bring you the energy of it." I said, "Okay, I'm just gonna trust this one, right? Because I tell everybody else, don't worry about it. If you don't have it, we're gonna bring you the energy of it." So, just for those that, like myself, sometimes rush things last minute.
Sometimes you try not to, but it happens anyway.
It's just who I am. Sorry. That's in my making. And I'm done apologizing. I just said I'm sorry, even though I'm done apologizing. So anyways, I would just like to welcome everybody again here for this beautiful healing. And once again, we're glad that you're here to listen. However you have arrived here today, whether you feel peaceful or scattered, like my day has been. I started off scattered, open maybe, or guarded, rested, or just carrying the weight of 100 things. You are welcome here exactly as you are. Okay? I just want you to know that. There's nothing that you need to do here, nothing you need to fix. As I look outside, I'm reminded how beautiful life really is. Before I go into this healing, I want to, for some reason, I just feel really called to address something. And it's really here in my heart space, so, because I feel like I'm almost crying over it. I feel like almost my tears are coming. And I did a session just before we came on here. And I just want to remind people that in our human existence, there's a lot of people out there that want to use control to make you feel bad. And a soul had passed away centuries, a long time ago. We're talking a long time ago. And some may know who she is, Queen Nefertiti, however you say it. I'm probably never going to say absolutely right from that time frame. However, she said something today that sits with a lot of souls that have crossed, or I shouldn't say that have not crossed, that are stuck here, and they loop. But it's the thing that we all go through, even in the living, that we feel that we need to take blame for things. And we blame ourselves for somebody else's doing, or what she did was she took the blame for other people's death. So she held for years and years and years the death of other people. She felt it was her fault. We always take things as it's our fault, when it's not our fault for what happens to somebody else. And we came here to experience life. And I'm not saying that it's not easy to push blame. It's not easy to be a victim to something, because we all fall into that. But to think about somebody who's passed, already of a tragic death, and that she just kept looping herself, and her death just, and the other people's death, just continuously looping and looping and looping. And to think about our lives, that's what we do all the time to ourselves, even when we're alive. We're constantly looping situations in our minds. Instead of just releasing it out of our throats, releasing it out of our mouth, ending the loop. All right, this whole thing has been about our throat chakra, right? The emotions. I just want everybody to know that life is beautiful. Your strength is beautiful. Whenever you forget about that, I want you just to look at a tree and just remind yourself that you are that tree. You have the same energy running through your body as that tree does. You have the same roots going into the ground, even if you can't see that, you do. And your soul has been living as long as the seeds that have been growing these trees forever. You deserve to know that you're worth so much. And I'm going to go ahead and get into this healing. I just want you to know that you're worth so much, and don't blame yourself for anything. It's never been your fault. Ever. For nothing. Okay. Go ahead and have you close your eyes. And as you get situated, I'm going to have you go ahead and take in that big, deep breath. I'm going to have you breathe in through your nose. I'm going to have you hold it at the top of your head for about 3 seconds. And I'm going to have you release. And as you're releasing, I want you to release with blue light going through your body. However you choose to release it, I want you to release it your way. And no way is the wrong way. I want you to go ahead and do that again. In that big breath through your nose. Hold it at the top of your head. Bring in that blue light. This time, bring in some white light with it. Mix it however you want to. This time, when you're releasing it, let your shoulders drop. Just release it out. One more time. Breathe in. And this time when you go to exhale, I want you to imagine that you are releasing every conversation you've had today. Every interaction, every decision, every word you said, every word you held back. Just let it all flow out, all on that exhale like water off your skin. Because you don't have to carry any of that here. This is a clean space. A quiet space. A space where the only voice that truly matters is the one that lives so deep inside of you that the noise of the world usually drowns it out. Today, we are going to find that voice. And I think that this is really fitting, considering the session that I did with Nefertiti is that she lost her voice. And today my client was able to get her voice back. And so today, when we were working with the blue calcite, one of the most profoundly peaceful, deeply communicative, and spiritually attuned crystals available to us. It is soft in color and soft in nature. A pale, dreamy blue that looks like the sky just before the dawn. And another beautiful synchronicity is we found out that Nefertiti was in the ocean. And this color looks like the ocean. And it's on a day so calm, it can look like glass. And the reason why I'm bringing her name into this is because I'm honoring her. But don't make a mistake, it's gentleness for weakness. Because blue calcite is a powerful healer, just like you and I. It works quietly, the way the deepest healings always do. Not with force, but with flow. Not with noise, but with truth. And I am calling in the highest healing light source, as there are many beautiful archangels that I love to work with. Today, for this one, I am calling in Archangel Gabriel, the Archangel of Communication, Clarity, and Divine Truth, to be present with us today. I call in Archangel Haniel, Keeper of Intuition, and the sacred feminine moon energy to open our inner sight and deepen our receptivity, which I find very fitting for today as well, since we are in the new moon. I call in the spirit of the blue calcite itself, ancient, calm, crystalline, clear, to guide this healing exactly where it needs to go, and every soul that is present today. Because we are held, we are heard, we are safe to speak, and we are safe to listen. And so it is. If you have a piece of this beautiful crystal with you, that is great. I want you to hold it gently, not tightly. It does not respond to force. You can hold it the way you would hold something precious and fragile, the way you would hold a small bird or a letter from someone you love. You can feel how light it is compared to the stones we've worked with before, where the red jasper was heavy and grounding. This stone is airy and expansive. Where tiger's eye was fierce and golden, the blue calcite is soft and silver blue. This crystal works in the upper chakras, primarily the throat chakra and the third eye chakra. Two of the most sacred and often most wounded energy centers in the human body. Your throat chakra is the bridge between your inner world and the outer world. It is where your truth lives, where your authentic voice, your deepest feelings, your soul's knowing waits to be expressed. It is also where so much of your pain gets stored. Every word you swallowed to keep the peace. Every truth you softened so someone else wouldn't feel uncomfortable. Every time you said, "I'm fine," when you absolutely were not fine. Every boundary you didn't speak. Every need you didn't name. Every part of yourself you didn't quiet because somewhere along the way you learned that your voice was too much or not enough or simply not safe. The blue calcite sits in that tender place and says, "It is safe now. You can speak. You can be heard. You can tell the truth." And your third eye, that luminous space between your eyebrows, the seat of your intuition, your inner knowing, your ability to see beyond what is physically in front of you. The blue calcite nourishes this center too. It quiets the analytical mind just enough to let the deeper knowing surface. It amplifies dreams and visions. It opens the channel between you and your higher self, between you and your guides, between you and the part of yourself that already knows everything you've been searching for. If you don't have a stone physically present, just close your eyes and imagine its beautiful colors. That soft, luminous, pale blue, Imagine it resting against your throat. Feel its coolness. Feel its quiet. Now bring your awareness up to your throat. Just notice it. Is it open and relaxed? Or does it feel tight, constricted, held? Is there something living there? An unspoken word. An unexpressed feeling. A truth that has been waiting a very long time for permission to exist. Just notice, without judgment, without urgency. We are going to create space for all of it today. Now, as your eyes are closed, I want you to take another big, deep breath in and visualize that soft blue light. I want you to begin to see it glow at the center of your throat. It is cool and soothing. Like a glass of cold water on a hot day. Like standing at the edge of the ocean and feeling the mist on your face. Like the sky at the perfect moment just before sunrise. When everything is still and blue and full of possibility. Let that light pulse softly with every breath in and out. Growing a little brighter, a little more present, and a little more alive. want to take you somewhere. I want you to imagine that you are standing in a vast, quiet room. The walls are white, ceiling is high, the light is soft and blue and white like morning. And in the center of this room, there is a chair. Simple, comfortable, and completely yours. And I want you to sit down. And in front of you appears a version of yourself. Not who you are right now, but who you were at a younger age. Whatever age comes to you first, don't force it. Just let whoever shows up, show up. Maybe it is the child who was told to be quiet. The teenager who learned that keeping the peace meant keeping silent. The young adult who said yes when every part of them was screaming no. The version of you who learned somewhere along the way that being too much meant losing love. Look at them. Look at that version. Really look at that version. Notice what they are holding. In their hands, in their body, in their eyes, notice the things they never got to say. The feelings that never got witnessed. the truth that got buried so deep that you even forgot they were there. And I want you to lean forward and say to them, or to just that one version, out loud or in your heart, these words: I see you. I hear you. I am sorry I had to teach you to be silent. But you are not silent anymore. I am here now. And I want to hear everything. Now I want you to take a breath in and release, and just let that land. Now I want you to imagine that your younger you opens their mouth and everything they never got to say begins to flow out. Not in words necessarily, but in color and light and sound, blues and silvers and soft whites pouring from them like a river just finally released from a dam. All the unspoken grief. All the swallowed anger. All the love that had nowhere to go. All the questions that never got answered. the prayers that felt like they went unheard. Let it flow. You don't even have to catch it or understand it. Just witness it. And let it move. And as it flows from them, notice that it flows directly into that soft blue light at your throat. Not as burden, but as integration. As reclamation. Every piece of your voice that was ever taken, silenced, minimized, or lost is coming home. Your throat chakra receives it all. Now breathe. Now I want to speak directly to the wounds that live in this chakra. Because this is tender ground, and you deserve to have it be honored. Some of you grew up in homes where certain things were simply not spoken. Where the truth was too dangerous or too painful or just simply not allowed. Where you learned very early that your job was to manage other people's emotions rather than express your own. Where love felt conditional on your silence. Your compliance, your smallness. If you only acted a certain way, some of you have been in relationships, romantic, family, professional, where your voice was consistently minimized or dismissed. Where you were talked over, talked down to, gaslit, and to doubting the validity of your own experience. Where you learned to second guess every feeling before you ever got to express it. To apologize for having needs, to frame your truth in 20 qualifiers so it would be easier for someone else to hear. Some of you have simply never had a model for what it looks like to speak your truth with both honesty and love. To say what you mean and mean what you say. To ask for what you need without shame. To set a boundary without a paragraph of justification. All of that lives in your throat chakra. And blue calcite sees every bit of it. Take a slow breath in into your throat now. Really breathe into that space. Feel your neck lengthen. Feel your jaw soften. Let your mouth fall slightly open. And imagine that cool blue light dissolving. Gently, tenderly, every place where your voice has been locked, every calcified layer of old silence beginning to soften and break apart, the way ice breaks apart in a warm river in spring. It doesn't hurt, it releases. Feel the relief of it. The slow, profound relief of something that has been held for a very long time, finally beginning to let go. I want you to do something for me now. I want you to trust, and even if it feels strange, I want you to hum. Just a low, gentle hum. Whatever note comes naturally. You don't need to be a singer. You don't need to be a musical. You just need to let sound move through your throat. Feel that vibration in your throat and in your chest and in your skull. Feel it activate the space that blue cell site has been preparing. That vibration is your voice, your real voice, not the curated, careful, edited version, your actual, raw, living, breathing voice. And it is beautiful. Whatever sounds you make is beautiful because it is yours. It is the fucking best when you can let out the energy and just however you release it. It is your energy. It is your version. It is yours. Now, staying in that space of openness and vibration, I want you to think of something you have been needing to say. It doesn't have to be to anyone in particular, but it might be something you need to say to yourself, something you need to admit or acknowledge, or finally fully claim. You don't have to say it out loud in this space if you don't want to. You don't ever have to say it out loud to anybody. But I want you to feel it rise in you. All the way up from wherever it has been hiding. Let it travel up through your body, into your throat, into your mouth. Let it exist. Even if only inside of you, let it be real. Because the truth, your truth, deserves to exist. You deserve to know what you actually think and feel and need and want. You deserve to be the authority on your own experience. You deserve a voice that is clear and strong and completely unapologetically yours. And breathe. That is the blue calcite doing its deepest work. I want to move our focus now I want you just to breathe for a moment. Take that breath in and bring all your awareness to your third eye. I want you to feel it. Perhaps it's warm. Maybe there's a gentle pressure, a pulsing, tingling sensation. This is normal. This is your intuition waking up and saying, finally. I've been trying to get your attention. The blue calcite is one of the finest crystals for the third eye work, because it doesn't force the channel open. It clears it. It removes the static. It quiets the noise of the analytical mind just enough that the quieter, deeper intelligence, your soul's knowing, can finally be heard. So much of our suffering comes not from not knowing what we need, but from not trusting what we know. We feel something clearly and then immediately talk ourselves out of it. We sense that something is wrong and then spend months convincing ourselves we're imagining it. We know in our bones what we want, and then we spend years waiting for permission from the outside world to want it. Blue calcite says, your knowing is valid. Your intuition is real. You can trust what you feel. Imagine now that the blue light at your throat rises up slowly, like a soft blue flame moving upward, and joins a second, deeper blue light at your third eye, where the throat light was sky blue and communicative. This light is deeper, a indigo blue, the blue of deep ocean, of twilight, of the space between stars. Let these two lights merge. Throat and third eye, connecting your ability to speak your truth with your ability to know your truth. Because these two things must work together. Knowing without speaking keeps you imprisoned. Speaking without knowing keeps you performing. But when your inner knowing and your outer voice are aligned, that is when you become truly free. Feel that alignment now. That blue current running from your third eye down through your throat. Open, clear, and connected. I want to ask your intuition a question. And I want you to notice the very first thing that arises, not the second thing, not the edited thing, not the thing you think you're supposed to feel, the first thing. The question is simply this: what have you been knowing that you haven't been willing to fully admit yet? Don't force an answer. Don't hunt for it. Just breathe into that. Just breathe into the question and let the stillness answer you. Whatever came, honor it. Even if it's uncomfortable, especially if it's uncomfortable. Discomfort in this context is not a sign that you're wrong. It's a sign that you're finally close enough to the truth to feel its edges. Blue calcite holds that truth with you now. It doesn't judge it. It doesn't fear it. It doesn't ask you to act on it before you already do, or before you're ready. It simply witnesses it with you. And in being witnessed, even just by the crystal, even just by this part of yourself, something shifts. Something that was tangled becomes a little clearer. Something that was hidden becomes a little more visible. You are more intuitive than you have been allowing yourself to believe. You have known things deeply, clearly, precisely, that you have talked yourself out of. And your path back to yourself runs directly through the willingness to trust that knowing again. Take a breath and let the blue light just settle, soft and steady, across both your throat and your third eye. Feel the clarity of it, the peace of it, the quiet intelligence of a mind and soul finally working together rather than against each other. This is your natural state. Before the world taught you to doubt yourself, this is who you were. And this crystal is returning you to it. Now I want to bring both lights together now. The blue of your throat and the indigo of your third eye. And just let them flow down into your heart, filling your entire chest with that soft, luminous, healing blue light. Breathe it in, all the way in. And let it reach the places that have been tense and tight from years of holding words in. Let it reach to places that have been confused and clouded from years of doubting your own knowing. Let it reach to places that have been lonely from years of being in rooms full of people and still feeling completely unheard. You are heard now. You are heard by the universe. You are heard by this crystal. You are heard by the highest, most loving part of yourself. And from that place of being heard, truly, completely heard, I want you to speak these affirmations with me. And place one hand on your throat and one hand on your heart. And let these words move through both. My voice is sacred and my truth matters. I speak with clarity, courage, and compassion. I trust what I know, and I honor what I feel. I release every old vow of silence that no longer serves me. My intuition is reliable, and I follow it without apology. I am allowed to take up space with my words and my presence. I communicate my needs clearly and receive what I ask for. My inner knowing is my greatest compass. I am clear. I am open. I am free. I want you to take a long, slow breath in and just let every one of those affirmations just settle into every cell of your body, like rain soaking in to the dry earth. You are not the same person who entered this space today. Something in you has loosened. Something that was closed has opened. Maybe it was just a little, maybe it was a lot, but I promise you, that blue light cracked you. A breath of truth, a voice that is finally beginning to trust itself again. That is everything. Now I'd like to begin to bring you back gently and lovingly back here to your space, back into your body, back into your room, back into this beautiful, sacred life of yours. Take a slow breath in. I want you to feel the weight of your body. And before you open your eyes, I just want you to start to feel the presence of yourself. Feel the air on your skin. Hear whatever sounds are around you. And let yourself begin to fully return. I am going to seal this healing now with a soft blue light, wrapping it around your throat, your third eye, and your heart. Everything that opened today will continue to integrate gently over the coming days. You may find that words come more easily, that you say the things that you would normally swallow, that you trust a feeling you would normally dismiss, that a dream or a vision comes with unusual clarity, that you suddenly know with certainty that surprises you exactly what you need to do next. And I want you to trust all of it, because that is the blue cell site that is working. I want you to move wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll your neck around gently from side to side. And as you do, feel your throat open just a little bit more. Feel the freedom in it. And I just want you to know that we thank you. Me and Skye, thank you for coming. We honor you all for being here. And I know that this was a long healing session, but this was a really, really powerful one. So thank you for being present.